All right, take a look at this. This is bizarre. Allison Papson over at Fox 5 DC with this. 18-year-old Carter Camacho of Smyrna, Georgia, arrested after running toward Capitol with a loaded shotgun. You see the picture of it right there. Bizarre stuff. Apparently, the man running toward the Capitol armed with that gun and tactical gear. Fox 5 DC's Regina Yurrita is live with what we're learning more about the suspect. Regina.
Yeah, Austin, just as you mentioned, authorities have identified this 18-year-old suspect as Carter Camacho from Georgia. I'm being told that he ran towards the U.S. Capitol building as he was wearing a tactical vest, gloves, and carrying a loaded shotgun. Now, fortunately, police were on standby. They were able to stop him. We're also being told that Congress was not in session. Now, here where I'm standing, this is Maryland Avenue. This is a street and also just in general an area where tourists are constantly walking to visit the Capitol building. I wasn't able to talk to anybody who witnessed what happened, but as far as people who have just walking by, they say they're still disturbed to hear what happened.
It's frightening. It's scary. Everyone needs to just tone it down.
Sucks that someone felt like they had to go do it. I mean, there are better ways of doing it without getting violent.
And now take a look at this picture on your screen. This is sent by U.S. Capitol Police. It's the moment where officers arrested Camacho. And there's also going to be a picture of that shotgun the suspect was carrying. Authorities say he also had extra ammunition. This took place just after noon today on the Lower West Terrace. According to authorities, when officers spotted him, they quickly drew their weapons and ordered Camacho to drop the gun. The suspect immediately complied. Police also found his SUV in front of the U.S. Botanic Garden on Maryland Avenue. A gas mask and helmet were spotted inside the car. Investigators say he's not previously known to Capitol Police. A motive is still being investigated at this time, but authorities are asking the public for any videos that were captured during the incident.
I would ask the public, if you do have footage, please contact the United States Capitol Police. We would be interested in that for our investigation as well.
Now, I should mention that tense moment comes just days before the State of the Union address. I'm also being told that the U.S. Capitol Police have been doing exercise training in order to cooperate and, of course, prevent incidents like these so they can be prepared. So if people who are in D.C. know the area, they've noticed helicopters flying by, just make sure to not get alarmed. This is all in exercise training, but overall, a pretty scary moment. Just happy to know that police were here to take him into custody and stop whatever he was trying to do.
It's a bizarre
Austin?
one. Regina Yurrita reporting for us live at the nation's capital. We appreciate you. Another look at the shotgun, by the way. You see this thing. It was posted earlier today, and authorities did speak on this earlier today. You heard a little bit from Michael Sullivan. He's the Capitol Police Chief. She had a little bit of a soundbite from Sullivan in her piece. We've got his full press conference from earlier today. Let's listen to the full rundown of what police know about this.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. Today, just after noon, we had a white Mercedes SUV park in the 100 block of Maryland Avenue. And then we had a person exit that vehicle with a shotgun and begin running towards the Capitol. This individual was challenged by United States Capitol Police officers and ordered to drop the weapon, which he did comply with. He laid down the weapon and then laid down on the ground and was taken into custody by our United States Capitol Police officers. I want to commend the officers for the brave service that they provided here today. Who knows what could have happened if we wouldn't had officers here standing guard like they do every single day. I think it's important to note that just a few months ago, we had an active shooter exercise right here on the West Front, virtually in the same spot. And we do those active shooter exercises every single month, and that's why we do it. I think it's also important to note that this individual had a tactical vest on. He was also had tactical gloves, and when we looked in the vehicle, he had a Kevlar helmet and a gas mask in the vehicle. He was also, like I mentioned earlier, the shotgun was loaded. He had additional rounds on his person. With that, I'll take some additional questions.
One question and then a follow-up, but first, just in reference to where we are here, can you point out exactly where the suspect was confronted by Capitol Police?
It was right, if you look over here on the west front, right up this walkway, right at the base of the steps, the first set of steps leading up to the Capitol.
And secondly, have you found anything in the car or anything else that indicates the suspect's motive?
That investigation is ongoing. We'll share that as soon as we get any information, but we haven't revealed any yet.
Does the motive appear to be to hurt the public or members of Congress?
That's ongoing.
Is there any footage of the incident or of the suspect?
There was, I know that there probably is cell phone footage that is out there, because we could see in our footage that we had of the subject. So yes, we have our own footage, and there could be any public footage that's out there. I would ask the public, if you do have footage, please contact the United States Capitol Police. We would be interested in that as well.
Chief, I know this comes a week ahead of the meeting. In any way to next week?
We take the State of the Union very, very seriously, and this doesn't change our posture. We will be prepared on State of the Union night.
Chief, was this guy known to Capitol Hill Police?
He was not. 18-year-old who does not live in the area.
Was anybody hurt during his apprehension?
No.
And of that footage that you gathered, are you planning on releasing that to the public?
That's the investigation is very, very early. It's ongoing, so that'll be a decision that we make with investigators and prosecutors. We know where the vehicle was registered to, which was not to him. He had multiple addresses, so we're trying to chase down where he actually came from.
All right, folks, we have time for about 3 more questions or so.
We had people jiggling the microphones when you first described the very first thing you said about what happened here. Can you just tell us again?
Yeah, absolutely.
What occurred here?
So just afternoon today, a gentleman parked in the 100 block of Maryland Avenue in a white Mercedes SUV. He exited the vehicle. With a shotgun and began running towards the Capitol up the walkway just behind me. And as he approached the Capitol police officers observed this individual, challenged him, and ordered him to drop the weapon and get on the ground, which he did comply with. He was then taken into custody by United States Capitol Police.
A couple more questions.
Just in terms of the circumstances, did the individual say anything at the time of his arrest, and also how close was he to potentially pulling the trigger?
He immediately complied from what we can see right now. I haven't been briefed on any utterances that he made during the arrest.
Just to clarify one thing, Chief, the officers who confronted the suspect, did they draw their firearms as well?
They did.
Were you able to, Jerry, I might have missed a question on this, was there any kind of political motivation on this at all?
We are unaware of a motive at this time.
Okay. Last question, Chief. About how far did the suspect travel from the parked vehicle to the point of apprehension?
If you look right over here by the Botanical Garden, about halfway down, all the way to the Capitol steps, so several hundred yards.
And also, was the gun loaded at the time?
It was.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you all.
All right, and we're working on a news release right now, so I've talked to our threat agents to see as soon as they're good with us releasing the name and all that stuff, we'll provide that with a little bit of extra context. So, all right, thank you.
Thank you.